but what I am very careful about, because this is what I have found, is that legal AI products that are available out in the world that you can subscribe to or purchase or pay your monthly fee for. Number one, a lot of them are fairly expensive, not all of them. But number two, they are not custom to you or your firm at all. They are general, like if you can get it custom to a particular state and a particular practice area, then that's a step above. Normally, you're not even going to get that level of customization. And for you to really have an AI native firm, it has to be that custom. You cannot just go, sign on to some. A perfect example is Claude's legal skill sets, right? Like everyone was very excited when Anthropic came out with this. Oh, the legal skills are built, and now all you have to do is just, go and add it onto your skills from Anthropic. I actually, like when they released them, I went and looked and I ran it against our systems because I want to see, like, were they doing something that was better or could improve upon what I've done? And all of my systems were like, nope, you do not want to adopt any of those legal skills. They are like definitely much more generic and boilerplate stuff than what you have, and it would set you back, not push you forward. And so,
When Claude for Legal came out, and I looked at a lot of it, similar to the way you did, it struck me that it was more symbolic than actually useful. It's like this is the introduction of the idea that you have these agents and that they're going to persist beyond a static prompt, and this is the introduction of these connectors that are going to allow your AI to go out into the world and do supplemental things. And so I never really thought that Anthropic was trying to build something that was going to be genuinely useful in your law office tomorrow, but that was kind of demonstrating to the world this is where legal AI is going. Did you end up walking away with that kind of takeaway, or did you think something completely different?
Like your takeaway, and I think that I will adopt it as a good takeaway. I didn't have that thought. My thought was that they were just trying to rope more people in by saying, hey, now Claude has, free embedded legal skills available. And then more lawyers are like, I need Claude, I need Claude. So that was my takeaway personally. And the firms that I work with, I think, they do a demo of what my AI does, and then think, and this kind of goes back to the point you started with, that they can go in and like just type in the prompt of, here's what I like to use equitable distribution charts as a good example, because it's one of those things that I guess on paper it kind of looks simple, right? It's like one party has their assets, there's the total assets, who's getting what, and add it up and do the math kind of a thing. But the reality is there's it took me months to build out our skills for the equitable distribution chart, because there's so many little caveats and nuances of things that you want it to know and understand in answering questions for you. And so I think sometimes a lot of people don't understand that if you haven't initially taught your AI system some underlying knowledge base, right, of what you practice and what the rules are, and like what's the life cycle of your case, how do things move through your firm, what's your normal process. If you haven't taught it all of that, then you end up using it like a prompt engine instead of really using it to its full capabilities, where it's like, instead you're saying, do this, here's what you need, give me the answer, and then you're waiting on the answer.